Okay, thank you for coming to Night Ride. We're gonna have some poetry to start off the night. My friend Weaver doing the sound tonight, and will also be performing with me and his own set. And so here is Francesca to do some of her poetry.
Hello, everyone. I don't know if my mic's on yet. Not sure. Testing. You hear me? I'm Francesا Kirkpatrick, and I am a prodigal poet, and we say, go poet, flow it. So everybody, when I say, go poet, you say, flow it. So anyways, tonight, I went out with my dear friend who created the Prodigal Poets Company, and she is going to Spain. So I am taking over her position to help us keep it together. And I help make the calendars, and I help other poets find places they can perform. So along with other gigs and stuff like that we get, we together, we sort of band together and keep each other company and things like that. So in my journey of making poetry, I will do the sort of adult stuff first, and then I'll go to the, you could sort of like read that kind of stuff with your family, but this one is not. We put together this book called Touching Tongues, and this book called Touching Tongues was for a friend, and everybody there, they were trying to provide, I guess at that time, Christmas with their kids, so it was kind of developed during COVID times. But I had some material that I could stick inside of it, so I had some help from friends to type it up and get it together and put it inside. And that's how I met Gina, who I took Prodigal Poets now to help her. So we have lots of sound effects behind me, and I'm very grateful for David. David actually helped me make some books, but I've ran out of those books. So someday you may see them again, you never know. They're very gone. But okay, so lips in simultaneous motion. Lips don't just speak. Lips suck with simultaneous motion. Lips use a little love motion and love lotion. Drink a little love potion. Lips will be drawn you to my juices. Lips are not built for recluses. Lips softly yearn for kisses. Lips hold secrets inside. Lips are on my toes. Lips. And you can imagine where lips can go. So just imagine in your mind on someone that you love where your lips are gonna go. Together we lovers, holding you, holding me, in my hand, mind over mind, our minds being molded into one lover, two bodies, welcoming each other to breathe, moan. Lovers turn round and round. Our love forms a circle around our hearts. Together we lovers, breathe, moan, closer, moving slower and faster, smiling faces into each other, bonding to a heartbeat, to a breath, clinging to our breasts, clinging to your chest. Together we love. Hands grabbed my breast, hold on tight. Hands seem to find my erotic spots. Hands strong and solid on my ass. Hands rubbing me, getting me wet. Hands playing with my feet. Hands holding my hair. Hands on my mouth. Hands holding my eyes shut. tickling me all over, hands holding my hands. So that was, thank you. That was my erotic adult writing because sometimes, you switch genres and you help other people because when you have a lot of talents, you can write many different things. But so many people, when I met David, he's got a little boy, and I would never read this to him, never. I have a thing that I really like about that. I used to be a special needs teacher. So my first project was kids that had Down syndrome and many other kinds of things wrong. But we were supposed to go to kindergarten classes and sort of teach kids how to read and stuff like that. So my greatest joy is to make books that kids can touch. And that's why I was talking about David's little son, Ezra, because he's so cute and he's got a couple of my books at home. But I make these, and I'll just read a couple of pages out of each one because we got to get the show on the road. But this is it. Mermaid Tales is one, and I'll just read the first page of that. Mermaid Tales come from many sources. One of the earliest of Syria, around 1000 BC, tells of a goddess, Actaris, who dove into a lake and tried to change shape. Her bottom half became a fish. Her top half remained human. The gods would not allow her to give up her beautiful face. Mermaids are both potent and also luck and disaster. So they are placed as figureheads on ships, like charms for the ocean. And the touch of a mermaid is said to heal wounds. A mermaid's kiss protects sailors from drowning. So that's my mermaids. If you want to look at these, just find me at the end and I'll let you thumb through these books and see the different ones, but I've got at least 16 pages in each one of them, and I have facts about mermaids. My haunted one it's coming up too soon, right? Haunted season. I actually won a contest at the Sam Davis home about my haunted stories and things like that, so I was able to do a storytelling with that. But here is a little piece from that. Blooming Grove Cemetery. Grandma was a handy person. She mowed and she took care of the church cemetery. She said, "Never work on Sunday. It's the best day for the Lord." I took many naps as a baby. Once, I remember waking up in the middle of those tombstones, and I asked Grandma who those graves were. The next stories in this book are how at least 15 people passed, including cats. Because I go by Catwoman as well. When we were doing the Prodigal Poets, I came up with my own character, which was Catwoman. So, meow, meow. Fairy Forest. This is a book, and I allowed one of our guests is going to be on the show tonight to look through the Fairy Forest. I learned so many things from your fairy tales book about the fairy forest. So here is the first page in that book. Fairy Forest. Welcome to the fairy forest, where it is always twilight. Some people think fairies are fireflies. I've seen castles in Scotland on the Isle of Skye where fairies have flown their flag. Magical memories are made in the fairy forest. So anyways, if anybody wants to see these, come up after and check these out. I didn't want to read the whole things because that would take up some of the part of our show, and I want to move it on because I love every artist that's in this show. We've done lots of live tapings together on Zoom, and we've had such a great time watching our families grow and learn from all of our experiences. Love you guys. Franchesa Kirkpatrick. You can find me on Franchesa Pick at Instagram.